There's a theory about the new horror movie Weapons that says Gladys has been dead the entire time. Spoiler warning, I'll be explaining some theories and the backstory of the character Gladys from Weapons. She's a strange woman who's seemingly very sick and doesn't have long to live. And she's supposed to be Alex's mom's sister. Alex, of course, is the only kid who didn't go missing. But there are some details that show Gladys might actually be a centuries-old witch possessing a dying host's body. And even if she really was at one point a terminally ill woman who turned to witchcraft to extend her life, she's likely, at the point of the events in the movie, already dead or bare minimum no longer in control. So you probably remember when Gladys was talking to, I think, the principal, and he was asking what happened to Alex's parents and why he can't speak to them. Gladys responds that they're suffering from consumption. Consumption is a really old word for tuberculosis. The term was used until around the mid-19th century, so nobody in the modern era would ever say that. But then again, the parents' life forces were literally being consumed, so I guess it could be a double meaning, but I just don't think any of it is a coincidence. A similar explanation, or I guess another version of this theory, is that Gladys is some kind of parasite. I do think it makes sense if Gladys was infected by some kind of parasite years ago. Now she has to continuously feed it with other people's energies because she's dying. Or she's already dead and is essentially a meat suit for this parasite. She is the parasite's weapon in a similar way that the people under her spell are her weapons. Maybe that's why she acts and seems so uncanny. Maybe Gladys is the way that she is because what we're seeing is not a terminally ill woman being driven to the point of insanity, but an ancient witch or parasite inhabiting a human host and still pretending to be her. I thought it was interesting that Gladys taught Alex how to do the spell, specifically telling him to watch as she does each step. Let's not forget, Gladys was planning to keep Alex around, even saying at one point they were gonna leave together when she full well could have just left him there. It all just leads me to think that maybe the ultimate goal is to inhabit Alex's body and leave Gladys's dying body behind. What I want to know is, which backstory for her character do you think is the scariest? That she was in fact being controlled the entire time as well, just by an even more ancient and unpredictable evil, or that she was a dying woman pushed to the extreme and, no pun intended, just snapped one day? Let me know what you thought, and don't forget to follow for more horror and movie content.